So moving over to the tools. Now the tools is a little bit different than the skills. When we're thinking of the difference between skills and tools, it's helpful to think of this agent how you would an employee. So if we're thinking about hiring an employee, of course, beyond the actual personality of said employee, we're going to care about the skills that that employee is proficient in. So tools is a little bit different. Essentially, the tools are there to define for the agent what data sources it's going to have access to and how it's going to be using those within, the purpose of this agent. So in the case of an academic advisor agent, it would be helpful that it understands it has access to DegreeWorks, maybe any sort of service that deals with course data, course catalogs, Handshake, for example, if we're dealing with an academic advisor, it needs to have context in terms of the career goals and options for each student. So this is not to define what the agent is proficient in, but again, this is to define what the agent is going to have access to pull from. So if you scroll down here to data sources, you'll see, of course, letting the agent know it has access to student academic records, degree requirements, course catalogs, advising records, any of that. And then if you see next to each of those services that are defined, you'll see a brief description of what it's meant to use that for or the purpose of said service. So in the case of, for example, of Starfish, this is going to be an advising appointment history, to be able to schedule that for each student or the advisor itself.